The whites versus
Why'd you
the
go to
whites.
Wyoming?
I wanted to do the opposite of Chicago.
That's the opposite of Chicago.
Yeah, so I knew the city, and I was like, thought maybe skiing.
Did you ski?
No, but I thought skiing. Like, I saw myself like climbing mountains and doing all this outdoor stuff.
You're doing it with a lot of flair. You're acting it out with a lot of flair right now.
I'll gesticulate my like adventure that I didn't do. But yeah, I ended up working for the radio station. I was like a huge hermit. So
wait, so you literally went to Wyoming to get away from the city? You had visions of sort of outdoorsy life.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean,
it wasn't about the school.
See a lot of like no. As I said, I didn't care about school. So
I suppose.
Yeah, I did go skiing once in Wyoming. I went to like a lot of. I
Whistler
hiked a lot.
What is it up there?
It was in Laramie, so it was. But like in Colorado, I would go to all the ski towns. I didn't ski there though. But I saw
Ski
a lot
towns
of
are fun.
nature.
That's important.
Yeah, saw a lot of. I went to Grand Teton National Park, like all those. Yeah.
So was that the only school you applied to, or did you apply to other nature schools?
I went to
like Montana.
Yeah, actually Montana. I was thinking about it. I went to Columbia College Chicago for like a semester.
Oh, that's where you went first.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I decided like I kind of want to get out, and I just wanted to get away from everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Reset.
So I did. Yeah.
You want to change. You like change.
Yeah. And I like being the new, I like just like creating my world.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
Even though it's not even, it's not like I was creating like a great world. It was just like, a couple friends wanted to hang out and working at the radio station. It was just not,
That's a small school, right? Pretty small?
It's like big. I mean, it's a state school. So I think they're like 10,000.
They have 2 electoral votes?
Yeah. Oh my God. There's like under 500,000 people in the entire state.
Right. So it can't be that big of a school,
can big. It? I guess it's big for Wyoming. I think there's like.
I feel like it had to be comparable to your high school.
Maybe 12,000 people.
Oh,
something
that's
like
way
that.
bigger than I would have thought.
I think so. Yeah, it was pretty big. I mean, it felt like I was at they had the big football stadium and stuff. So it felt like I was having like a big college experience.
What were you majoring in then?
Photojournalism.
Oh, fancy.
Yeah.
That was just a random choice?
I like the visual arts, and I thought maybe like that paired with writing, like taking photographs and writing.
Where did that come from? You didn't say anything about that up until this point.
Because I don't know. I was just like always trying new things. I honestly was just like, this sounds good. So like when I went to college, I was the editorial cartoonist for the paper.
Oh,
I was like a sports writer.
Wow.
And then I took photos for like the papers in the state. And so I thought I was going to be in news media like that.
Oh.
And then I also was like working at the radio station full time.
What made you want to do that?
It was like all part of the same world. So it's like, this is also a way, like I did have a performance bug inside of me.
Right.
And so I produced the sports show there. It was like this long-running sports show. And they'd like give me 1 minute at some point. They'd like pop it over to me, and I would like rip and read the AP news. Like, yeah. I would have like the sports scores.
Talk to us like we don't work in journalism.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't say these fancy terms like rip and read.
Basically, I wouldn't write anything I was saying.
Just stole it all.
Yeah.
Wait, so they would do like a news program on the air, and then they'd throw it over to you for a hot minute? That was what you did?
Yeah.
Oh, I was picturing more of like a disc jockey.
A couple times I subbed in because they had a FM station as well.
Yeah.
And it was so bad because it's like all country music, and I knew some 90s country, but that was it. And it was just you just have to have a certain personality to be a small town radio DJ.
Right.
You really have to be dedicated and excited to give people these stories.
Right.
That mean nothing.
Wait, so were you drawn as a kid too, or is that something you started doing in college?
Yeah, no, I drew all the time.
You did?
Yeah.
And that was something you excelled at?
I guess so. I never took an art class though. I just like drew. So I used to draw cartoons. I was obsessed with Garfield. So I drew like a Garfield every day.
So what were you drawing in college?
That was like editorial cartoons. So that was like political.
The New Yorker stuff.
Political nature, yeah.
That's fun. Mm-hmm. Do you have any of that stuff somewhere? You got an archive of that?
I don't.
What?
I don't have anything, and I do not want to see it.
What? Why?
Because
it doesn't hold up?
Thinking about it, I guarantee it doesn't. And it's like, just thinking about like even the pens I used, I'm like, oh, it probably looks so bad. Like I just know, and I know
you're like hyper aware of
yes.
the felt tip of
and like the paper that I was using. I was like, I know that scanned horribly, and it probably looks like shit, and I'd be so embarrassed to see it.
Okay, for the noobs out there, what's the best paper?
Well, I think if you're going to be scanning like Bristol papers.
Oh, Bristol.
Yeah, but I was using like computer paper with like a leaky pen.
Computer paper sounds perfectly fine to me. That's what's so funny.
Yeah,
you're like, computer paper.
And some people do actually. I mean, I can do that with like the cartoon that I do online. But
what you use, like a Sharpie or like a number
I use like
3 pencil?
These like drawing pens.
What do those run you?
They're like $3 a piece.
Ooh,
yeah,
that's pricey.
They last a while.
That's pricey.
Yeah, they last a while.
You're a serious artist.